talk 76ers versus Boston. Yes, internet. I was wrong. I thought that Philly would come in and win game 1, but they did a great job of not only neutralizing Joel Embiid, but also running all of their shooters off the three-point line. Embiid said that not Embiid. They did a good job of neutralizing Ben Simmons. I still thought Embiid said that it was a bad game on his behalf. I still thought it was a good game on his behalf.
No, he had way too many defensive breakdowns.
I agree, but we only noticed that because he's probably gonna be the defensive player of the year.
No, we noticed it because he was leaving Al Horford wide the fuck open.
Yeah, because if I'm him, I need to protect the paint.
You can't leave Al Horford. I feel you, but that's
which is why I don't even like that assignment for him though. Having to guard Al Horford.
Who you gonna put him on then? If Al Horford's playing at 5, who you gonna put him on?
I agree. You can't put him on anybody, which is why I like what Brett Brown did in the fourth quarter when he actually took Embiid out to begin the fourth quarter and ran what he calls his United Nations lineup and had all the guys out there that can run and that can shoot. But yes, you're right. I don't know who you put him on. You can't really put him on anybody if Al Horford out there. But if Al Horford ain't there, Embiid got to protect the paint. If he ain't doing it, then Ben Simmons going to have to do it. Which you saw Ben Simmons get like a block late in the fourth quarter in that game when he was like running to protect the rim after Embiid got caught up in a switch. But they're gonna be fine because Joel Embiid is the best player on that floor. Ben Simmons is the second best player on that floor. Dario Saric is not the third best player, but he might be the fourth or the fifth best.
Jaylen Brown could easily, at this point, Jaylen Brown could easily cancel out Ben Simmons.
I mean, not with a bad hammy. He ain't even playing game 1. He might play in game 2. We don't know.
Listen. To me, the one thing that I underestimated about this series was the problem that I really underestimated about Boston in general was how teams are going to have problems guarding Boston's wings. Like, Philly has a legit problem. Like, J.J. Redick has to guard Tatum or Brown. It's an issue either way. It's an issue. There's no fucking way Tatum or Bellinelli can guard Tatum or Brown.
I'm not expecting Tatum or Brown to win this series.
Tatum was giving you, Brown was giving you 25 last series.
Hey, look, Al Horford to me is continuing to prove why I said he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
but he got to be the number 1 guy.
But even still, I told you Horford would cancel Embiid, and he pretty much did yesterday. And I think he would.
I don't think that will happen anymore.
I think it will.
I don't. I think that one thing that other people don't really take into like a true account is number 1 that the Celtics played a team that offensively didn't have a good offense. So coming back into this series, Brad Stevens is going to be able to scheme against you for a game without any real context because you just left off a team that wasn't playing no good offense and that couldn't shoot. So all you got to do is run the Bucks off the 3-point line and make them shoot 2s. You can do the same thing with this team, but the problem is you got Joel Embiid, you got Ben Simmons, and you got a deep bench. That deep bench is going to eventually come up. And like I said with Terry Rozier, I didn't expect Terry Rozier to have a good series against Ben Simmons, but he's a pit bull. He's a dog. The Celtics right now have 5 people averaging over 13 right now in the playoffs. I just don't believe in them.
No,
I still think they're gonna probably. I'm still taking the 76ers to win over them in 5, and I think that's what's gonna happen.
I'm taking Sixers still in 6, but it's gonna be a tough series, man. Like they all have some work to do. I don't know how healthy Jaylen Brown's hamstring is. That's very pivotal for this series because, again, when you put Tatum and you put Brown on the wing, somebody got to guard those guys. Even if you want to put up Ben Simmons like that, then that opens up Rozier. They don't really, from like the 3 to the 1 spot, they don't really have anybody who can – they have Ben Simmons who can match up with one of them. But then that leaves 2 guys pretty much free to do what they want. Bellinelli can't match up with Tatum.
I disagree with that. That's not true. Ooh. Robert Covington is still on the team. He's one of the best defensive wing players in the league.
But that's still leaving one guy out there.
That one guy, you still got to account for the other one guy that we got out there that can shoot.
If
JJ can play good defense on the fucking Clippers with CP3 6-foot ass out there, he can play good defense on.
He can't guard Tatum or Brown.
We don't need him to guard them.
JJ can't guard Tatum, Brown.
The only way they're gonna win this series is if Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum both average over 25. It's not happening.
No, I don't think they're gonna win the series. But I think it's gonna be a very they're not gonna walk all over this Boston team.
You will see.
They're not gonna walk all over this Boston team. And also the one thing that I said that they would do is drag and beat away, which they did was played. First of all, I didn't even know Baines could hit threes. I had no fucking idea. I didn't
didn't
know.
either.
I had no idea Bane
I didn't either.
could hit threes. So for me, like the key is continuing to drag Embiid away from the rim. Also Ben Simmons probably played the worst game I've seen Ben Simmons play since I started to pay attention to Ben Simmons. Like really pay attention. It's probably the worst game I've seen Ben Simmons play. I think Ben Simmons will be better. I think Embiid will be better. I do.
Yeah,
think
Ben had 7 turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just looked bothered by somebody.
I mean, he did, but that's what you have on this team is that you got a bunch of tough and gritty defenders. And if the Celtics going to go out and they going to hit 17 threes, yeah, you're going to be in trouble. But they're not going to hit 17 threes every night because they don't have shooters like that. But also they're not going 48% every night of the game. And the 76ers not going to go 5 or 26 from 3.
But also the one thing I did like was that that Brad Stevens did was hilarious to me is that they had Shane Larkin guarding Ben Simmons. The funniest part about that was because like obviously Ben Simmons isn't gonna shoot. Yeah. So if he puts Shane in the post, just foul him, make him go to the free throw line.
Which is basically what he did. He had 3 fouls.
Pretty much. Like he was like, okay, but Shane Larkin was getting past everybody. Like Shane Larkin probably played the best game I ever seen Shane Larkin play in like his life. Shane Larkin played great. But yeah, again, I still have Sixers in 6. But it's going to be a tough series.
Horford, 26, 7, and 4.
That can happen
Tatum,
every game.
28, 3, and 2.
That's not going to happen. But the Brown
29, 8, and 6. That shit ain't happening again. It's not happening again.
I disagree with that, bro.
It's not happening again. That's just my opinion. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree.
With that, bro.
It's not happening again.
Like, look, the fact that can't happen, but you can have Morris come out there and give you 20 a night. You could have Baines around and give you 10. I think Al Horford will consistently give you about 20 to 25 in this series. Reason being is because he's going to get left open at some point in time. Mm-hmm. Because Embiid is such a shot blocker and he has to go protect the paint. Because with Redick out there, somebody's going to penetrate. Come on, G. Like, he can't stay in front of Tatum or impossible.
I agree. I mean, and with the handle that both of them have.
Exactly.
They both have very good handles.
No, G.
I mean, and even Redick. Redick had a good game. He was a 0 for the game. He was 0 for the game, but he was the only one in the starting lineup that wasn't in trouble.
It's not offensively. It's defense. I think what we all discount, what all of us discounted was the fact that I discount the power of Boston's wings. Like Boston, like even let's looking forward to next year. Like next year,
God.
like even when you said when they can run Kyrie, Hayward, Tatum, Brown, and Horford, who the finna guard that?
No, literally, there's one team in the NBA that can possibly guard that, and even they
it's gonna be tough.
And even they gonna need to retool. Playoff Iggy was trash for about 90% of this year. They gonna have to go.
That ain't gonna work next year.
No, it's not working.
That ain't gonna work next year. They gonna have to retool a little bit to beat this Boston team. Like so, I think I discounted. Everybody is like even just looking at this series. Like, I'm like, oh, Philly gonna run the East for 5 years. No, not if. No.
I mean, the number 1 draft pick is still on the bench, not playing.
He is.
So when you've been the main one saying that he gon', so we'll see.
But even still, he's not a wing that can match up with Tatum or like these guys are all over 6'7" on top of that. Even Kyrie's 6'3". You got a lineup of basically 6'3" and then everybody's 6'7", and then you got one guy who's 6'10", and everybody can hit a 3. Mm-hmm. So even going forward to the future, like I really like this Boston team again this year. I still think they will lose, but this will be a great test for the 76ers. Mm-hmm. I think the Sixers will end up winning it in 6, but it will not be easy. And they better win game 2.